Let's continue our discussion about this. Now, since my first posting, I find it curious that you've added a comment which now portrays God as being whimsical. You use the phrase that God would say, "If I don't like it, you're going to hell." I'm really going to suggest that you read the scriptures, and you're going to find out your assumption is way off base. You see, God created a perfect world for mankind. Men and women were put in the Garden of Eden. Everything was absolutely perfect. Mankind made the choice to sin. God's a God of justice. There was going to be a punishment. But now listen to this. In God's mercy, he warns mankind about the destruction, and he also provides a way of escape through Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ pays the penalty. In his love, he offers this to anybody who wants to receive it, understanding now God does not make mankind without a choice. He doesn't want them to be slaves. I think you and I would be repulsed by the idea that we would have no choice. We would be automatons or robotic. We do have a free will. But God offers us the choice, and he makes it plain, of the free gift of salvation. It says in Revelation 3 and verse 20, "I stand at the door and knock. If anyone would open up the door, I will come in." So he makes that very clear. 1980, there's a man by the name of Harry R. Truman, and he lives at the base of Mount St. Helens out on the west coast. Through the year, there are increasing earthquakes, and seismologists say Mount St. Helens is going to blow. They clear everybody out for miles around because of the destruction to come. But Harry R. Truman does not want to go. He wants to stay in his lodge. Whether he just doesn't believe them or he doesn't care, we're never really sure because he goes back and forth. But they say, "Mr. Truman, you do know the earthquakes have been getting worse." The man admits that some of the earthquakes have knocked him out of bed. But he goes, "I just don't want to go." They can't force him. But they're saying, "You will die if you stay here." He refuses to go. He likes the notoriety about this. But May 18th of 1980, Mount St. Helens erupts. Harry Truman perishes under 150 feet worth of volcanic ash. Would you call the authorities that continually warned him, even sternly, of the destruction to come, would you call them cruel? Would you call them whimsical? Did you say they said these things because they didn't like Mr. Truman? Not at all. They were warning of the destruction to come. Even more so, God continually fills the scriptures with warnings about the destruction to come. I don't know how you would call him cruel in that case. Let's talk some more.